Today I learned Americans call a knob of butter a stick of butter. Who the frick calls it a knob? Frick you. Silly Americans call it a stick of butter instead of a thick throbbing cock of butter. I love 66. I love 67. I love 68. Sold out. Reorder now. I love 70. I love 71. Environmental storytelling. I think the minimum wage should be $10,000 per what? Second, the absurdity in this is funny until you realize Jeff Bezos makes $230,000 per minute. The last play I watched before the pandemic was a Beauty and the Beast adaptation, and when Gaston proposed to Belle there was this little boy in the audience who yelled no, don't say yes. So when Belle naturally turned him down, Gaston turned to the boy with his hands on his hips and said, well, now look what you've done. No one breaks the fourth wall like Gaston. No one's tall like Gaston. Pleases all like Gaston. Goes around breaking the fourth fricking wall like Gaston. Constantly stuck between life's short, eat the mac and cheese, and life's gonna be real short if all you freaking eat is mac and cheese. Update. I ate the mac and cheese because only the good die young. I was teaching my grandma to use computer so we can talk on Skype and such, but today she went kinda mad at me because I didn't show her the knitting program, and I was like, what? And it comes out she accidentally opened MS Excel and found out it's a great way to create knitting patterns. My grandma is 82. No grandma. One hand. Like this. Whoops, I made a scarf. Every human being deserves shelter and a meal. No, you don't pay people to exist for the same reason you don't feed the bears. Yeah man, if I give the 50-year-old lady at my bus stop some spare change for fare and a meal, she'll lose interest in foraging for desiccated salmon carcasses and lose a natural fear of people. Next thing you know, she's in the suburbs, running around on all fours trying to eat a corgi. One time I saw this New Yorker cartoon with a piece of pen pasta answering the phone and saying, "Fusilli, you crazy bastard, how are you? And now I cannot cook fusilli without thinking, you crazy bastard, fusilli, you crazy bastard, how are you?" A lot of the time it's more enjoyable to watch something that's a bit campy, a bit gauche, a bit cringy, a bit low budget, where you can tell that the people who made it are passionate about it and enjoying themselves and connecting to the characters, than watching something that's high budget and ultra professional, but ultimately soulless because it's pursuing perfectionism over heart and warmth. Case in point, the Brendan Fraser mummy vs Tom Cruise mummy. People who write for like the New Yorker think that the piece of kitchenware that symbolizes the working class is the mason jar, but it's actually this. People who struggle with second-hand embarrassment obviously don't have enough first-hand embarrassment in their lives. Be more ashamed. Like the rest of us, there's enough shame to go around. Start pulling your weight. Tumblr claims to be the most diverse open community, and yet what is this? I'm being shamed. Diet culture is hilarious and rad actually. Rethink your weekend. Fried foods and beer, 1,500 calories. Hard liquor and salad, 700 calories. Jeff Bezos divorced. Bill Gates divorced. I'm sensing a trend here. They hate unions. Brunch is only available when breakfast and lunch kiss. I throw pies at tall people and 6 others followed you. Nice try motherfricker, I'm 5'3". I point and laugh at short people. I point and laugh at short people. DM me if you want to point and laugh at a short person. Not following each other. I point and laugh at short people. Heard you were 5'3". Frick this gay earth. Mao Zedong got that. Blown back by pussy stank. Hairline. You spend 1/3 of your life sleeping. That means if you are 18 then you have actually lived for 12 years. Skeletor will come back next week with more disturbing facts. Me, I'm going to bed early tonight. Me, is that the sun? When the guide spirit Halloween asks if you need help, I know more than you. Me as a firefighter, blasts burning up by the Jonas Brothers on the aux cord instead of turning on the siren. When your friend texts you, here, and you go outside and they're not there, that little beach. You'll mind if I hit that you woo. Things you can never do. 1. Insult a lady. 2. Not laugh at Family Guy. 3. Have IQ and like pop. 4. Threaten a gamer and live. When she hasn't texted you all day and you don't know how her day was or if she ate or is somewhere safe. Power armor is basically a fursuit for people who want to be robots. Shut up. When you sleep and you hear your home is giggling and water bottle opening. Glamour shots. Dad booty. Don't objectify her. The McDonald's by my house. Me. My life. Cut into pieces. It's my last resort. Free PC check. Still eating the same chocolate bar after all these years. Thank you, Tumblr. I have a pet peeve and it's people asking questions to Tumblr bloggers that would be more comprehensively and authoritatively answered with the top 5 search results on a preferred search engine. But where would we be without the iconic post asking if nipples grow back? The government controls the internet and they are hiding the smooth sharks for their greedy selves. Whatever, man. I gave up years ago. I airdropped this picture to some guy on the subway and he stared at it for a solid 2 minutes before slowly hitting decline. Task manager, not responding. You are what you eat. When you're sad and listen to sad music on purpose and get sadder. Once again, why did we let masquerade balls and handwritten letters and heart lockets and daggers strapped to thighs go out of fashion? My role on tumblr.com is to scroll through thousands of posts and only reblog the good ones for you to see, like your personal Tumblr pasta strainer. So glad I stayed alive to see things get worse. And then you stop wanting what you've always wanted. Sorry, I'm so bad at replying. I've just had such a busy day. I got fired from the bank today. A woman asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her. How to effectively fight plagiarism. Anti-plagiarism detecting program showed that I had a paragraph from Wikipedia. I opened Wikipedia and deleted the paragraph from there. Despite your reputation as a dark lord, you have a strict moral code, so when a young girl showing signs of abuse wandered into your realm, you took her in. Now the neighboring kingdom is accusing you of kidnapping their princess. You have to choose between returning her to her abusers or war. Bring it on. Fran fine, disgruntled nut. Oh, look, my name's on TV. Her health bar is enormous. Cute new neighbor just knocked to ask if he could borrow an egg from us, then he asked if I could summarize to him how pancakes are made. Now I'm going over to his place to teach him how to make them. Cute new neighbor now knows how to make pancakes. Does cute new neighbor now know anything else? My number. You'll ever read a fact that just fricks up your whole world? Let me tell you about mine. Fact: you can very easily slip a light bulb in your mouth, but it is impossible to remove it without breaking either the light bulb or your jaw. This has ruined my life. I cannot freaking see an old style light bulb without thinking about how I could shove that baby right in my more easy as pie. The inclination to do so is freaking insatiable. I feel like Rapunzel's mom in the Rampian garden. A quest I know will result in terrible fate, but my mind wants to do it so badly just to play out the awful scenario that would undoubtedly unfold before me. This is the true symbol of temptation, a light bulb. Guys, a few days ago I saw these two guys that were both probably in their early 20s at the store at like 9 o'clock at night, and one of them was wearing these fuzzy duck sandals that quacked loudly every time he took a step, and his friend was pacing away from him as fast as he could going. I don't know you. We are not friends. While the other laughed hysterically about his duck shoes. I thought I had a crush, but it turned out to just be a 2-day-long infatuation where I was actually just bored. I had a giant tattoo of the thumb people from Spy Kids on my back. How to throw an axe with devastating accuracy. Tumblr is finally catering to me. Jesus breakdancing to impress his friends. A D20. Whenever I try and make an astute observation, Rice Krispies do sorta look like rice. So I was in class today and we have these chairs that you're able to adjust the height on, and I looked straight at my history teacher and pulled the lever so the chair sank, and I told him that I was going down in history. The worst thing in the world is when someone offers you chips and you reach in the bag but you can't get a hold of a chip and you start sweating and people are staring cause you can't get hold of a goddamn chip, and them children are screaming and you hear gunshots and buildings start collapsing but you still can't get a chip. In 9th grade I was getting picked on in class and this girl was like, "Frick you guys, leave him alone," and called me over to her seat, and I was like, "Thanks LOL," and she was like, "I have something special to show you, don't tell the teacher," and I said, "Okay," and she pulled a guinea pig out of her purse. My heart's going to pop out, right out of my mouth. Swallow it back in, me as a cardiologist. Hey. OP, you will lose your liver in 3 days. Bold of you to assume I have one. Once my friend was waiting for her mom to pick her up and she called her mom and her mom said, "I'm on my way, the traffic is just slow, I'm coming," and my friend went, "Mom, I called the house phone." When I was like 9 my neighbors asked me to watch their fish and cat while they went on vacation, and I was like, LOLK, and while they were gone the freaking fish died, so when they got home I apologized to the mom and she was like, "No need to apologize. I turned the filter off so they would die because they are too much work, you did nothing wrong." And she gave me $20 and that is a story of my first contracted murder. Actually, bad media is good media and the real enemy is mediocre media. That's the actual bad media, you get me? I think if you can't enjoy bad movies there's something wrong with you, but also you shouldn't enjoy movies I think are actually bad, just the ones that are bad, but good even if they are not good, basically. Hey bestie, come closer, I'm totally not gonna drag you into my obscure interest, bestie, I promise. I wish I was a character on a silly TV show so gay people on tumblr.com would psychoanalyze me for free. Your current interests and personality depends single-handedly on whether you were a Neopets kid or a Club Penguin kid. Just lost my McFreakin' mind on a conference call because someone's email was their first initial and full last name and it spelled Mothman. An unstoppable force, my overwhelming need to be loved, versus an immovable object, my refusal to speak with anyone. What's up everybody, I'm Pandora and welcome to my unboxing video. If you double saved before exiting a game as a kid you have anxiety now, don't call me out like this, true. The TV Man. The following program may contain content not suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Me, 8 years old, up past my bedtime. I went to a new school when I started 2nd grade and I still remember what my parents said to me as they dropped me off on my first day at the new school. Don't do your Yoshi impression, it's weird and you'll make no friends. Show me the roundest cat. These are the spirits that judge you when you die, Cerberus. Fewer bisexuals who are suave and seductive. More bisexuals who are incredibly awkward around their same Shrek's crushes because they were never taught how to flirt in gay. Every bisexual who reblogged this feels specifically individually targeted by this post. One time in high school I was waiting to talk to the vice principal and this other kid came in and sat down next to me. He said, "What are you in for?" And I said, "Oh, they just want to know if it's cool if I miss my classes tomorrow to run sound and lights for a presentation in the auditorium. What are you in for?" And he said that he stabbed a kid with a screwdriver. I told him we led very different lives and he agreed. Imagine your OTP. You ever feel like absolute garbage and then take a nap or just have a snack or something and feel 20 times better and then just be sitting there like a dumbass like wow, you really do need to eat and sleep to survive. Wild. Help. My wife keeps sending me texts to open your Snapchat in private, but it's just pictures of our dogs. I can't believe those priests sit in that confessional booth and listen to all the town's gossip and get their life. I want that. I'm not a hoe, I'm more of a hoe enabler. Like anytime my friend's tryna get wild and she need words of encouragement, I will write a 10-part series on why she should suck a dick and feel good about it. I freaking love conspiracy theories every time I hear someone like, "I saw the Loch Ness monster eat a man," or "I was abducted by aliens 5 times. I'm like, yeah, beach, tell me more."